Harley and I have been chatting. Say hello, Harley. And we've come to the conclusion that Andy Burnham has got a big problem. Now, he faces lots of issues coming into power as the new Prime Minister, but the big problem he has is his own party. Now, Andy Burnham is a smart guy. He's well educated. He's done pretty well up in Manchester, and you don't achieve the kind of things he's achieved by being an idiot. And I would say he's probably in the top 5% of the Labour Party when it comes to intelligence. Now, to be the top 5% of anything is pretty good, although in the Labour Party, in fact in most political parties, that barrier is quite low to get over. So he's facing a situation where he has got lots and lots of MPs, a great big majority, and many of them simply haven't got a clue. And what do I mean by that? Well, there's a massive amount of them who've never really had a proper job. They've never run a company. They really don't know what it takes to succeed in the outside world. Many of them have only come through a political route. They have been involved in politics all their life through the trade unionism organisations or think tanks, or they've had jobs working for politicians, and they just do not get or understand the real world. As a result, they make stupid decisions, added to the fact that, like most politicians, particularly if you move away from the centre, they're ideologically captured, which means they pay no attention to reality and ignore it when it hits them in the face. One quick thing, Harley here, say hello Harley, has a quick request. Would you mind hitting the like button and maybe subscribing? Most people who watch these videos don't, and it really helps. Okay, that's it, back to the video. So as a result, whenever any leader, and Keir Starmer experienced this once or twice, tries to get something done, you have lots and lots of backbenchers who go, no, that's wrong, even though it's clearly right, or at least the least wrong thing to do given the circumstances. Added to this, even if these backbenchers have got a brain between them and can see what needs to be done, they're very conscious of the fact that for many of them, they are a one-term MP. They won a massive majority based not on their own popularity, but based on the fact that people wanted shot of the Tories, who everyone was fed up of. And as a result, chances of them hanging on to their seat are next to nil. And as a result, some of the usual things that a party may do with the whips to try and get people to stay loyal, to do what you want them to do, just don't work. And for these people, they want to leave some sort of legacy for themselves as an MP, and so they fight for the things that they believe in. Why not? But as a result, they make trouble and they say no a lot. And we've seen that with Sir Keir Starmer, who just couldn't get lots of things done because his backbenchers wouldn't let him. Then on top of that, you've got a whole strata of MPs who might win their seats, but they're leaking votes further to the left. They're leaking in them primarily to the Greens, but also to the Lib Dems and other voices. And the only way they feel that they can hang on to their seat is to be as equally left-wing. So they call for things that perhaps make no sense, like, for instance, wealth taxes, which time and time again don't work. But they call for them anyway, not because they think the government should or will do it, but because it bolsters their credentials and they hope increases their chances of hanging on to their seat come the next election. So the number one trick Andy's got to pull off is how can he get his party to understand what needs to be done and to let him do it. So good luck, Andy, because you're going to need it.